All right, today what we're going to do is going to continue working on this body. What I'm getting ready to do right now, I'm going to go ahead and do a round over on the back side of this. Hang on, I'm going to have to backtrack. I need to sand this first and then we'll do a round over. I'll bring it back in just a moment. All right, I got this sanded off. Now we're going to do a little round over on the back. It's like a 3/8 round over. And then I'm going to do a tummy cut to it. And I'm going to have my wife film this as I'm doing it. I'll be talking at you when I can. Okay. There we have it thus far. I had to readjust that router. I like that edge that the router puts on there because I can sand that off and it makes it look more rounded over. So now what we'll do is take this over here to my other sander and sand that off. And once I get that kind of sort of sanded off, then we'll do the tummy cut with my angle sander over there. And if I feel like it later on, we'll see about cutting the control cavity out for it. Noisy. Everything's noisy. So now what I'll do is take my sanding sponge and I wrap it in some sandpaper. And I go back over that. And sand it all out by hand.
Smart Alec.
How you do?
You bought me the wrong book. That's the problem.
You on?
Yes, you're on.
Okay.
Of course.
This is the process of this. Doing this round over on the back. I didn't want to go with a big round over this time, so I went to that smaller one. And I think I like it better, especially for this build. Sometimes I like the big fat round overs because I think they're cool. But on this one, I decided to go a little more conservative with it. Partially because I'm not sure what I want to do with the front of it, the top. I don't know if I want to do a complete round over or not. I was looking at guitars with bindings on it, and I would like to make the sides of this look like a binding. And on bindings, they do what I call a binding round over, and that's just where they take the edge off around an edge. And I might experiment with that and see what it looks like. And if I don't like it, then we'll go with a complete round over like I did here. What round overs do to me, for me anyway, on any guitar, it just makes it nicer on your body and on your hands to handle it. Gives it a better feel in the hands. I don't know how many of you ever played a guitar that has no round overs on it or just squared off. They get pretty uncomfortable. Les Pauls are good about that, customs. And they do tend, after you play for an hour or two with them, they do tend to get a little uncomfortable feeling after a while. But I'd say the mass majority of my customs, though, all get some kind of round over on them. The guitars I built for other people and stuff. And for myself.
See, I thought the round overs were for looks.
That too.
No, okay.
A couple of spots that I don't like doing on guitars is what I'm doing right now. where the horns are, you know, this here and up here. Very difficult for me to work with at times. I'm always working at perfecting them. And I've got all kinds of sanders and stuff that I use on this. And before I put a finish on it, see, I'll work on these areas a little bit more as I go along here. And but right now, I'm just trying to get that round over to look uniform. And no matter to me, no matter how flat you think your work is, you'll find out how flat it is when you go do a round over. They always tend to float a little bit. You know, somebody the other day asked me about my channel.
Yeah.
More people showing up.
It'll be that kind of day today.
Yeah. It's funny out here. Sometimes I can go along and not have anybody show up, and then other days like today, I'll get everybody, and everybody shows up out here for one thing or another. And so you'll hear people in the background talking. But anyway, this is coming out pretty good. I lost my train of thought what I was doing there. Oh, somebody the other day asked me, somebody called me on the phone, asked me about why I don't do this or do that on my channels and stuff. And to be honest with you, I don't want to be like all the other channels. There are so many of you guys out there right now, you're just getting guitars to work on them, to put them on your YouTube channel. And there is 1,001 guys out there doing that very thing. I've got videos on showing you how to do setups and all that, and I like to try and do something different. Thus, this is where this is birthed from. I wanted to do something different. Yes, there's a guys out there building from scratch and stuff, but you don't see guys doing what I did with this. Just taking a bunch of wood you got laying around the shop and make something out of it. And then it doesn't have to be guitar. It can be anything. Like I said, you know, previous video, that my wife and I built her a jewelry box and just all kinds of stuff. But when it comes to guitars, I just try to do it different. And I don't think I can get any different than this thing. I mean, come on, I'm using pallet wood, using some 2x4s, and just showing you all out there that you don't have to conform to what is. And be a little adventurous, step out of your norm and do something different. You know, I mean, and I understand that a lot of you are trying to make money on YouTube, and that's fine. Just do what you do and go for it. But me, I'm not here to make money off of YouTube or anybody else, and I rarely get anybody that'll offer to donate anything to me. And that's on a rare basis. Now, when I did that acoustic guitar clock, that guitar was given to me, you know, by a friend of mine. And that's okay, you know, I didn't have no problems with that. And it was better than him throwing it in the trash can. And seriously, we did talk about raising the string action up on it and make it into a slide guitar. But he gave it to me, and I decided to make that clock out of it. And again, see, we're back over here on them horns. And I learned a long time ago when I was doing auto body stuff and building cars, is the attention to detail is what sells things. And even though sometimes details are real subtle, that's usually what ends up selling the item. People don't realize why they like it, but you do. And it's because you did that little bit of extra effort on that one spot that makes it that little more eye appealing to the person looking at it. And like I said, I learned that years and years and years ago. And then I heard Chip Foose, if you know who Chip Foose is, he's a custom car builder. He mentions that. The attention is in the detail. And where was I at one time? We were at a furniture store one time where they make custom furniture. And that guy there that made the furniture told me the same thing. It was the attention to detail that sells an item. And it's just something I just learned naturally to do, because I thought it makes the things look a little more appealing when you go that little extra spot like right here that needs that little bit of more sanding on it to get to round over right. And yeah, I could have left it, but it disrupts the flow, see? You may not recognize that's what it's doing, but that's what it does. And once you get that kind of feathered in there and make it look right, the flow looks right. I know I'm saying a lot of stuff here, mainly just because I can. And a lot of this will get edited out. But so anyway, I think we're just about ready to do the tummy cut to this thing. Oh, I forgot to mention, this did wind up being exactly 2 inches thick. I like them 1.5 inches, a little over, about 1 3/4 inches. That's usually that's my target. 2 inches thick is where I first started making tellies at, because the original tellies were 2 inches thick. When you're making a Strat or telly, if you're going to use a 5-way or 3-way switch, Fender style, that switch is usually right at 1.5 inches. And so you got to really think about that kind of thing when you're building guitars. And so anyway, here we are. Is there a pencil laying there? Probably not. I think I've moved everything. So we're going to draw in a little bit of a tummy cut here. Kind of like that. And then I'm going to use that angle grinder, and we're going to grind away at it until I get it to where I want it. And then we'll have to sand this round over back into it. All right, here we go. We're going to attempt to put that tummy cut in here. And I'll talk at you in a minute. All right, there's the tummy cut. Can you see it in there? Not much of one, but it's good enough. I got to remember, I got it chambered over here, and I don't want to cut through the wood. Oh yeah, that'd be good. Fits my tummy just fine. I got to take it back over to the oscillating sander, table sander, and sand this hump out of here, but I won't show that on camera. Alrighty. We're pert near done with this for the day, but it's I think it's looking pretty good. Let's see if I can zoom out here. There we go. It's looking pretty good. There's the back. There's the front. Won't be much longer. A few more weeks. I still got to make the neck or buy a neck or what am I going to do with that part of it. My thing is, let me do that right now. Get you guys to comment. Sure help me out. I showed this before. I made this fretboard like 2 years ago. It has spalted maple bindings on it. That's what you're seeing there. What do you think? You think that's going to look all right on there? Don't look too bad, does it? See if I can get that to sit there without me holding it. Something like that. Oh, I think that looks all right, don't you? What do you all think? Should I leave it that way? No, I don't know. I think it'll probably look all right. And don't forget, I was going to darken the back and the sides up so that you won't be seeing that white wood or that yellow wood, whatever you want to call color wood you want to call that. This is the neck color that's going to be going on it. Along with this, it's going to be the fretboard. Something like that. What do you think? Think that's going to look okay? Like I said, I'm going to darken the back. I think it'll look fine. Those dots that you see are ebony. I made those and put that in that fretboard. This is a bird's eye maple. This is the last of my bird's eye maple that I have on hand. And but anyway, I still got to sand the back of it off. But alrighty, there it is. So thus far, more to come. Looks like there's going to be a whole lot more parts to this, but I'm trying to keep them around that 20-minute mark or less. So again, this will be a lot of editing on this one. So I'll talk at you later. Bye now.